Okay. Hello, everyone, and I'm honored to be here to give you this presentation about the evolution and the challenges of gate driver technology for a new generation of xEV powertrain system. And my name is Timmy Wu. I'm a senior marketing engineer. I'm from NOVOSENSE Microelectronics. Okay. Skips. Okay. Today my presentation will focus on the four parts. The first one is the industry trends. I'll give you from my perspective to give you the global technological evolution of xEV powertrain system. Especially, I will share the China's industry trends, and the second part I'll share what I'm understanding about the role of analog semiconductors in xEV powertrain system, and what are the important analog chips that need to be focused on. And the third part, I will give you the NOVOSENSE solutions, especially for the isolated gate driver. The inverters technology has developed rapidly. I will introduce what designs and products have we made to adapt to this development. So the last part, I will be focus on the future planning, and I will give you NOVOSENSE products for the next generation of xEV powertrain system. Okay, so I will start uh, the first part, and before I start the first part, I want to give you a brief introduction about NOVOSENSE. NOVOSENSE is a very young company, and we 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 start from 2013, and right now we have more than 1,300 employees, and last year's revenue is 479 USD. This compared with 2024, the year-to-year growth is more than 70%. So we are growth very rapidly company, and we also listed both on the SSE Star Market and HKEX mainboard. So that's a that's the introduce of our company. And right now we have 13 RD and sales center in China. So, but we also have a lot of overseas companies where you can see that in Germany, in Japan, South Korea, and US, we have offices there, and we have some sales and FAE here. We can support the Europe customers, and this is our overseas and China's situation. And in last 13 years, we have already achieved several satisfies the satisfies the results such as that we are provider for all catalog and analog mixed signal chips. We also number one automotive analog IC supplier in China, and we are also a leading provider for isolation technology and products. Also, we are a leading provider for sensor ICs, and for and right now our product structure are focused on the automotive, industry and energy, consumer electronics, and we can provide sensor signal chain, isolated and interface, power management, power and driver, and also we can provide microcontroller. In the automotive uh, automotive uh, field, and right now the percentage is 35, and in last year we have already shipped more than 700 million parts to the market, and from 2020 to 2025 we shipped more than 1.4 billion parts to the market. And in China, every EV car, the average use of NOVOSENSE part is more than 60 pieces. I think this is amazing progress for so young company. Okay, this is a brief introduction about NOVOSENSE. And what NOVOSENSE can provide, you can see that we can in the we can provide a lot of solutions. No matter the not only like the intelligent connected in-vehicle experience, like body electronics, lighting, like chassis control safety, and hybrid powertrain. And I will focus on the red marks like the inverter powertrain and OVC and some management system. Because for this part, we can provide almost all type of analog chips. And you can see that we are not only a provider of analog chips. From the product layout, you can see that our goal is not provide just a IC. We can also offer the total system solutions. So I want to introduce one by one. I will just focus on the powertrain system. I will focus on the inverter and powertrain part. So next I will give you some industry trends, especially for the for the China's industry trends. We also have a very deep understanding of the application. We not only understand the ICs. So I will present to you from our perspective the development trends we have observed in this xEV powertrain system field, with a particular focus on the trends in China market. And you can see that at least the trend one, that the high voltage and the integration are become clear technology directions. So that means the high 800 watts high voltage platform, especially some China OEM like BYD, like GD have already used 1000 watts to be their platform. And also they built all-in-one, like 10-in-1, 11-in-1, 13-in-1 system. So it's already become standard in China. And they right now the system efficiency improve, and energy consumption is significantly reduced. This is the trend one we observed. And the trend two is that the same system reliability and security requirements increase year by year. As you know that in last year, more than 50% cars are sold in were EV cars in China market. So that means the government has achieved their initial goal that for the electrification. Right now, they need, and it's also necessary to make the market to become more healthy. So more and more regulation are tightened, and also because of the demand for intelligent driving, the auto driver demand increase a lot. So the function safety requirement increase a lot too. So that's the trend two we observed. It's about the reliability and the security and the function safety requirement in traction inverter. The last one is the platformization and modularization and rapid integration. Why I list here? Because that's because that the China's OEMs like to use platform to expand rapidly, and they don't want to do much verification, so they use platform design. And one uh, they use this approach in order to achieve rapid expansion and minimize their design verification cost. So at the same time, they want to make the system smaller and smaller. And one trend is that to realize all the functions in one board. This with high integration. But more OEM and Tier 1 want to make their system to be a brick. They want to make some function bricks. So why they want to do this? Because it's very flexible. They can switch from one tiers to another tiers without changing the whole mechanical design. So if one supplier is cheaper or has some problem, they can quickly direct change it to another supplier. So that's a more popular trend we observed. And so they also want to make this brick smaller and smaller, and to have a more compact design. So another trend is that the rapid iteration. You know that the oh, the competition is very fierce right now. So they want to have rapid integration to compete with other OEMs or other tier ones. Okay, that's the three trend we observed in traction inverter. Okay, so how many? So what design implements have? So for this part, I listed the role of analog semiconductors in xEV powertrain system. We think that we think that there should be pay more attention to these four types of analog drivers. The first is signal chains, because it can provide high accuracy sampling and high speed interface. So the other one is the power management, because this can provide efficient and stable power supply. For the driver part, uh, this this can, like the IGBT or SiC driver or motor driver or low side, high side driver, can empower high efficient power conversion. So last part is sensors. The sensors can provide accuracy data for process control and protection. Uh, right now, NOVOSENSE can provide all types of these ICs, and we have high product coverage, and we have high reliability for automotive cars ICs, and with also high performance. So this is at least a solution of NOVOSENSE traction inverter. And so you can see that we can provide microcontroller, we can provide some sensor here to measurement the current, voltage, temperature, and we can also have the power management like flyback or static IC, Spark or ALDU or H-bridge control ICs. Also, we can provide some interface like transceiver, like oscillator, and also we have them reference or resolver driver for protection or reference. And also, I responsible for this gate driver, motor driver. So gate driver is very important in traction inverter, because each traction inverter use at least 6 parts or 12 parts or 14 parts. So it's very expensive. So also it matters to the power conversion. So I will focus on the traction inverters technology and the products to introduce to you this part. Okay. So I list these three trends: high voltage, high efficiency, high integration, and high safe, high reliability for the power system trends. And I add another is low cost, because the compete is very fierce. So all the customer want have the low cost products with high performance. And how we do this, and what's the design focus. So I list the design focus like that. For the high voltage and high efficiency, we need to keep the lower loss and high CMTI value. And for the power density, so you need to focus on the system integration and the better thermal solution, and high safe and high reliability. You need to focus on the function safety or lifetime reliability. And for low cost is to have a better supply chain, or you can integrate with more functions to reduce the total BOM cost. And we based on this design focus to design our isolated driver, like we optimized our switching performance and make our drivers have low delay, and we increase our output current and decrease our propagation delay, and we provide a smaller package like, and also we provide the function safety evolution, provide function safety drivers, and we provide system function safety solutions. So for the last one, the cost, we optimize the design and process, we optimize the supply chain, and we integrated more system solutions for cost down. That's what we do in isolated drivers. So you can see that we have provide Gen 1 to Gen 4 isolated drivers from 2020 to right now 2026. And this is our first generation gate driver. And right now, this part in China, more than 50% all Chinese EV car use this part. So every year we ship more than 60 million part to the market, and right now it has already shipped more than 1.5 150 million part to the market. This is our generation 1, and in 2024 we provide our generation 2 smart driver, and it enhanced some performance in noise immunity, or it added the isolated analog features. It added the active short circuit functions to reduce the total BOM cost. So this is the generation 2, and right now, from last year to this year, we have already shipped more than 10 million parts to 10 million parts to the market, and this is very popular right now. And also in 2025, we provide this cost reduction, this compact package, and because all the OEMs and Tier 1 want a compact size, so we provide this one. And in the end of last year, we provide our first generation SUD function safety gate driver, and this is the first one SUD gate driver in China. And right now we are developing our generation 2 SUD function safety gate driver. This gate driver integrated with silhouette control functions for customer to decrease their power loss, and it has the active discharge functions to reduce the BOM cost, and it integrated with power suppliers for customer to reduce the power supplier design cost. So that's our solutions to the traction inverter. Okay. So what we done in our generation 2, you can see that the package decreased 40%, but also cost decreased 30%. And also it integrated with high process or isolated sampling, and it can be measured bus voltage and module temperature. Also, it can help customer save system cost. It has a solution that use this not function safety gate driver can achieve the system SUC goals. Also, we can provide system design solutions, and we can tell customer how to design. Also, we have Dirk's evaluations reports that with this QM gate driver can meet the SUC function safety level. Also, we thanks to the generation 1, we know how to improve our reliability, how to decrease the failure rate. So we enhance the high voltage devices inside the chip, and the US tolerance more than 20% than previous generation. Also, we enhance the isolation communication, and the anti-interference ability increased 2 times. So it's very important because a lot of big companies have this noise immunity issue, especially in high voltage and thick application. Because the vapor DT is very big and it's very easy to be interrupted by the isolation communication between primary side and secondary side. So just 1 year, this part had already shipped more than 20%. So right now the failure rate is smaller than 0.1. This is market data, and more than 10 OEMs have already used this part. Okay, this is our first generation's function safety gate driver. You can see that this driver integrates with lots of functions, like it integrates with the LDO. It has primary side LDO and the secondary side LDO. So it also has two channel 12-bit ADC to have high accuracy sampling, and it have fail state. It has a lot of safe like OV, UV, OT desets, a watchdog. It has BIST, and the parameters, multiply parameters can be easily to be configured, and also the protection functions is easily to be configured. So also the fault priority can be configured. So this is the NSI 69, and you can see that we have already got the TÜV's SUD level certification. Not only our company, but also for this part. Okay, this is our generation 1, and right now a lot of big top companies in China have already used this part, and this is very popular in China right now. Okay, so this is our smart driver and function safety driver. Okay, and what's the next? What's the next parts of NOVOSENSE will provide to the market? And we have been cooperating deeply with leading powertrain customers, and even work with many customers to define the next generation of products. So during this process, we identify some common points and combine them with our own thoughts to make it as the direction for our next generation products. So I have listed these four points, and the first one is the high performance isolation and driver technology. So the isolation transmit technologies, it's very important, and it requires continuous improvement because of more and more high voltage and thick and gain devices used. So there will be more noise. So this is very important to make the transmit safe. Okay, and another is the integrated isolated power supplier, and it will be make the powertrain system more compact and reduce the total BOM cost. So the third one is we will have flexible slew control. We have already has these IPs, and will provide the products in 2028. So the last one is for the health monitoring, and it will integrated with health monitoring IP, and it can detect the RDS-on and VTS of pump devices. So so the power device can be detect is good or not. So it can tell the car in advance. So that's the 4 points we will integrate in our next generation isolated gate driver. So that's all of my presentation. Okay.